Good afternoon, guys. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate this is a big change at last minute, so much appreciated. Hopefully you should be able to hear us okay. For those of you that remember COVID press conferences, if you can please use the raised hand icon. If you can please make sure that you press on that so we know you want to ask a question. Do that in good time because it takes a little time to bring you through so that you're able to ask. So if you can click on that, as mine has done, which means you can hear me, that would be great. We'll come to as many of you as we can, and then we'll bring the manager in after that. You give me a moment to promote Mike. Mike, as and when you can hear us, if you can go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we've got you fine, mate.
Afternoon, Ruben. How are you?
Good afternoon. All good.
Rodri is back for this game for Manchester City. As a fellow professional, what impact does he have in the team? What do you enjoy perhaps watching him, playing with him?
Well, I will answer a bit generally to the question. I think we all know the influence and the player he is and what he can give to us as a team. So I guess there's not even much to debate about it. Obviously, his presence is very important to all of us. And I think that's it.
Third time in 3 seasons going to Leipzig. From your experience, what sort of things do you expect?
Sorry, can you say it again?
Yes, third time in 3 seasons that you'll be going to Leipzig. What do you expect from the game tomorrow night?
It's becoming a habit. Well, we know how difficult they can be as a team. They're always young. They're always full of energy. They're very forward-thinking, and we know they love to play the game. So we expect nothing else other than a very difficult one. And if we've won against them before,
recording in progress.
It's because we really did a good job, and that's what we need to do again.
Thank you. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruben. Obviously, the defeat of the weekend was quite a surprising one to be outside looking in. How have you reflected on that, and what did you say to each other after the game on Saturday?
Well, it's never a good day when we don't win, but I guess that's just exactly the standards we have at this club, and that we have everyone with their own self, and obviously with our teammates. Like I said, it's always an intense moment when it happens, and I think that's just the way it should be. Obviously, we don't lose our happiness and we don't lose our enthusiasm coming back to work and just looking forward and for what's to come. But it's good that we feel it that way and that we hate it so much, because in the end, that's what makes us keep on winning when we have to.
Are you able to just give us a little bit of an insight into the dressing room when there is a bad day? Is it someone like you that's taking the lead and talking to people, or is it a bit of a free for all?
Well, I wouldn't say there's. It depends on the moment. It depends on the game. It depends on how things go. Sometimes it can be 1 or 2. Sometimes it can be just 1. Sometimes it can be 3 or 4 or 5. Sometimes can be absolutely no one, because we all know. But in the end, it's just like in every other situation when there's a tough moment to take in and just move forward. Sometimes it's through words. Sometimes it's through silence. Every moment requires a certain behavior that only on the moment you'll know how to deal with it. Obviously, we've got a lot of winners in our team, and we know how to deal with it.
Cheers.
Martin?
Yeah, hi Ruben. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, all good.
Ruben, can you hear me okay?
Alan, can you just knock us off mute? Sorry.
Can you hear me okay?
Sorry,
Ruben,
Martin,
can you hear me?
Martin, carry on. Sorry, that was my fault. Carry on.
Ruben. Ruben, it's a big day tomorrow for Josko Gvardiol going back to his old club. How do you feel he's settled in?
Well, I think he's settling in very good. Is a player with a tremendous quality. That's easy to see, and I think more than that is the fact that he really wants to win, and obviously he's one more piece to join to the party. But yeah, I would say he's settling in very well. Good, easygoing guy, easy person to communicate off the pitch, on the pitch, and obviously individual qualities aside, that's one big quality to have that easy communication, especially on the pitch.
Thanks, Ruben.
Simon Stone.
Hi, Ruben. Over the last few days, there's been a lot of talk about VAR for obvious reasons. I'm just wondering, as a player, how the arrival of VAR has changed the game for you, and whether, as players, you actually trust the system.
Well, I think overall VAR has changed the game in a big way. Especially the more we go further back in time, the more you see the changes. But trying to look at it now and just in terms of how reliable it can be, I think if you go on it overall, most certainly it has helped to keep the truth up. Now there are definitely moments, and just recently we've probably seen some in which it's difficult to accept it, just because you expect that there's no failure. But it is what it is, and well, that's essentially what I have to say. Obviously, it's not easy to accept when a decision that, and I'm not even talking about it going your way or not. I'm talking as an outsider, or trying to talk as an outsider. It's difficult to see when a clear decision might not have been taken in the right way. But I guess that's also a gap we have to consider in terms of the full reliability of it.
Gideon.
Hi, Ruben. I was just wondering whether, having won the European title last season, do you feel differently as a team or as players when you're going abroad or even travelling domestically? Do you feel there's an extra spring in your step, and do you feel that it puts a bit of a target on your back that other teams are keen to shoot down?
Well, I think that we've had that target before. We still have it now. So to come into this club is to kind of know that you will always have that target, because you're one of the best teams in the world, and everyone wants to win against the best. But obviously, in terms of having that feeling going everywhere we go, obviously we feel that the club is growing, people are joining, and that's something beautiful to see and to be able to be a part of. But like anything else, it's to keep it grow, to make it keep growing, and obviously to make sure we don't forget to enjoy the ride while we're on it.
Thank you.
Paul.
Hi, Ruben. You were voted into the leadership group again by your teammates a couple of weeks ago. How much of a compliment is that for you, and what kind of responsibilities does that bring that you're part of that leadership group again?
Well, obviously it's a special moment for whoever's selected. It's obviously a moment of trust from your colleagues, from everyone that votes, obviously the staff as well. But yeah, it's an honor to be one of the captains of our team, and obviously as much as big as it is the honor, also it is the responsibility. But from when you've taken every day with the same responsibility, being one of the captains or not, everything gets easier. And I've always tried to conduct myself, just for my state of mind, I've always tried to conduct myself in that way, because it's just the way I believe a player should be like.
We'll finish with Rob if there are no more hands.
Hi, Ruben. You're obviously coming off the back of a very, very successful season, a historic season. You've got players in the group who have won an awful lot of trophies. Do you still see the same hunger in the group within the squad to go and do it again and try and recreate the treble or reclaim the Champions League?
Yeah, most definitely. More beautiful than do it once is to do it twice. And more beautiful than winning 3 Premier Leagues in a row is to win 4. And also more beautiful than winning 1 Champions League is to win 2 in a row. And the same goes to the FA Cup. So the motivation couldn't be any higher. And obviously we're aware that we've done something very special. But we're all very young and very hungry as well. So we'll make the math when's the time to make the math.
Thank you, guys. We'll leave it there. The manager will join us soon. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Just plonk us on mute for now. Someone can remember to take that off again when I come back.
Okay.
You're all good, yeah.